Section 2, Consonants, Part 1, Simple Consonants. In this section, we're going to look at consonants. We'll divide it into two parts, simple consonants and then consonant clusters. Most consonants in English are not too difficult for most people, but some consonant sounds give almost everyone trouble. L, R, and TH are the usual culprits. Try this. Richard wrote a thorough report before he left for Lancaster. Did your tongue trip up on this sentence? If so, you'll probably want to pay close attention to this next section. We'll begin by looking at L, R, and TH, and then move on to some other important consonants. The letter L actually has two sounds. They are L as in love, the more common of the two, and L as in milk. The difference between the two is basically where you put the tip of your tongue. Let's begin with the more common L sound. Put the tip of your tongue directly behind your upper front teeth. Can you feel the bump behind your teeth? Your tongue tip should fill the space between that bump and your four front teeth. The tip of your tongue is all that should be touching anything. Now pull your tongue back and say L. Try these examples.
Live, love, Linda, lick, television, Larry, light, alive, elite, telephone, lucid, linger, elevator, eligible, elephant. Leave Larry alone. Look at that lovely lighthouse. Literature lives at the library. The address is 1110 Laurel Lane. Take the elevator up to the Old Elk Lodge. Turn down the television. I'm on the telephone.
The other L sound is less common. You can hear this L in the word well. In the first L, your tongue touches between your upper front teeth and the bump behind them. In this L, the tongue tip needs to point straight up, touching slightly behind that bump. Try the word milk. Notice that this L sound usually comes at the end of a word. Let's try some more examples.
All, sell, Ralph, will, owl, bill, roll, milk, hello, full, tall, pull, pill, gel. Bill is getting tall. Make the call on your cell phone. Sorry, but we're all full. All this milk is fresh. Sailing is a great way to travel. Ellen called while you were out.
Practice the different L sounds in these examples.
Let, call, lie, pull, like, well, law, all, left, bell. Last, will. Letter, fill. Live, Carol. Carol likes to study law. Larry left all the letters here. Jill lives on Bell Lane. Let me call a cab. Has Carol called lately? Look, you left your wallet on the table.
Here's a tip. There are two mistakes that you might be making with the L sound. You may not be bringing your tongue all the way up to touch the roof of your mouth. This causes the L to sound a little like the R. The other is that you may be bringing your lips together rather than keeping them open. This will make the L sound more like a W. Watch yourself in the mirror to be sure that your mouth does not move as you say L. Now let's move on to the consonant R. R is another commonly mispronounced sound. Listen to these examples.
River, arrow, rise, right, bigger.
There are two important things to remember when pronouncing R. Your tongue should be pulled to the back of your mouth, like when you open your mouth for a big yawn. Yawn and look in a mirror. Your tongue is flattened between your teeth in the back of your mouth. Now keep your tongue in that position, but round your lips. Shape your mouth like the beginning of a kiss. Now try the sound again.
River, arrow, rise, right, bigger.
Notice that your tongue isn't touching anything when you pronounce the R. Try a few more examples.
Road, radio, red, raid, mirror, right, reporter, wrong, orange, rare, refrigerator, ride, rest, restaurant. The arrow raced to its target. Please don't raid the refrigerator. The Red Anchor restaurant is in the harbor. The radio has the real news. I think I took a wrong turn. Robert prefers to ride on the right side. Raymond wrote the red book.
For many people, L and R sound alike. Let's try contrasting the L and R sounds to hear the differences.
Lane, rain. Look, rook. Limb, rim. Loom, room. Liver, river. Real, lil. Oregon is really lovely. Larry rides really slowly. Turn right at the light and then turn left. The Red River is now swollen with rain. Leave the radio on channel 4. I've got a little riddle for you.
Now let's move on to the third commonly mispronounced sound, which is the TH. There are actually two distinct TH sounds. Listen to these pairs.
This. With. They. Thought. There. Through.
For the first TH, th, rest the tip of your tongue between your teeth. Try not to put any of the tongue tip outside of your teeth. Just let the tip rest on the inside edge. A big mistake that many make is in putting too much of the tongue outside of the mouth. Let's try some words with this sound.
This. These. That. Those. Other. Breathe. There. They. Father. Weather. Rather. Them. Sam can't breathe well in this kind of weather. My skin feels smooth after I bathe. Where did this other one come from? Do you know whether they live there? I'd rather not wear leather. Either your father or your mother can sign this. There were a lot of those books there.
Note that there are not very many words that begin with this TH sound. The words that end in th are usually spelled THE, except the word smooth. Can you hear the buzz in this TH? Th. Well, the other TH is produced completely without this buzz. The tongue position is the same, but instead of a gentle stream of air, there is a puff of air. As the tongue tip rests gently on the lower teeth, breathe air through the mouth, allowing a slight pillow of air to push up your upper teeth. Th. Again, don't put too much of your tongue outside your mouth. Let's try it.
Breath. Thing. Warmth. Health. Third. Authors. Think. Nothing. Bath. Therapy. Faith. Math. Wealthy. Ether. Ethics. Math is the one thing I don't like. He was once wealthy, but he lost everything. We are nothing without ethics. 3 warm baths a day are good therapy. The path to the theater is open now. Thanks for the thought.
Let's try comparing these two TH sounds.
Mouth. Mouth. Breath. Breathe. Thought. Though. Cloth. Clothes. Think. this. Ether, either. Thigh, thy. Wrath, rather. What are those things over there? They don't know whether he's wealthy or not. The man in the leather jacket is very thoughtful. The weatherman says it's 33 degrees. This warmth is rather odd this year. There are a few things I need to think about.
These sounds are not really difficult to make. Most people can master them quickly. But there are two problems that give many people trouble when trying to use them in sentences. The first one is cultural. If you think that sticking out your tongue is rude, you'll be happy to know that Americans feel the same way. But the tongue does not really go outside the mouth in the correct TH position. It cannot be seen because the tip does not need to go beyond the edge of the teeth. And the mouth is usually closed over it as well. The other problem occurs when TH is in a sentence with certain other sounds, like F, T, Z, or S. These are all the sounds that you're likely to use to try to replace the TH. When they're in the same sentence with TH, everything either comes out as TH or nothing does. The best solution for this problem is to slow down and practice repeatedly until you gain control. Try to say Seth Smith's mother several times slowly, one word at a time, until you feel that you have control. Now that you have learned the three most difficult sounds, the rest will be easy for you to master. We're going to practice many of the remaining consonants in pairs. If you remember the two TH sounds, you'll remember that one had a buzz to it, as in they, and the other did not, as in think. Technically, this is called voicing. You can say that the sounds that have a buzz are voiced, and that the sounds without any buzz are voiceless. Put your finger on your throat and say they. Do you feel the vibration? All voiced consonants will make this vibration. Now hold your finger on your throat again and say think. There's no buzz on the TH this time. All voiceless consonants do not make a vibration, and in fact, they sound very much like a whisper if you say them alone without a vowel. There are many, many more technical ways to describe the pronunciation of consonants. Luckily, we won't get into any of them. But the idea of voiced and voiceless consonants will help you improve your pronunciation. S and Z sounds are produced in the same way. The only difference is that Z has a buzz, or is voiced, Z, and S does not, S. Both sounds are made with the same mouth and tongue positions. For the S, begin by opening your lips. Place your tongue tip on the bump behind your upper teeth. Breathe out through your mouth. Your breath should force your tongue down slightly. The air should sing through your teeth like this. S. Here are some words and sentences to try.
Rice, sweet, soup, Sally, sell, Rosa, sail, Susan, solve, sit, sing, soda, submit, sedan, sold. This soda is too sweet. Would you like soup or salad?